G'day guys, welcome back. Too many projects, not enough time. I'm Andrew. Here we are in the shop with Ivy. So a couple of weeks since the video, I have been working on stuff, compiling a couple other videos as we go along, some longer little projects so I can put them into one video. But a new arrival. I've been waiting a long time for this. Finally, stainless steel Y pipe from the UK. It arrived. Can't say I'm ecstatic over it, but it's a Y pipe, stainless. Came with 402 sensor holes, only 2 bungs, which is too bad. So now I've still got to find 2 bungs to put in the other 2 holes, because we're not electronic anything. We are SU cab. So I guess what I'm doing this weekend is not finishing the other 2 projects for the other 2 videos, is I'm going to try and get this mounted. So after a quick preliminary shove underneath the chassis roughly where it's got to go, I noticed, God, I wish I had this a long time ago, I noticed that the cross section right at the back here, well, it crosses over right where that gearbox cross member goes across. So that whole day and a bit I spent on making that beautiful cross member gearbox support, cross member number 2. I don't think that's going to work because we're going to get the exhaust under there. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to remove that and the other chassis cross member just ahead of it that does nothing except for just the chassis cross member. I'm going to remove both the cross members back there. Going to support the gearbox. I'm going to come up with some way of doing that, and put this in, and then see what we're going to do about transfer case support mounts. Thanks for coming along, and I'll see you back here shortly once I support the gearbox and pull those cross members out. You don't want me to see me laying around on the ground undoing bolts, getting those out of there. So I'll get that done, and then when we've got a fresh canvas to slide this up in there, I will do that, and we'll see you at that point. See you in a minute. Alright guys, so I got the cross members out, and I slung the Y pipe underneath there with just the nuts on real loose on the front there, just to basically hold it in place. Take a look and see how the positioning of it all is and where everything flows. And unfortunately, that Y pipe is just not going to work. It crosses exactly where the 2 cross members go, including the gearbox mount. It hangs super low under the chassis. Come on down, I'll show you what I mean. Looks like we're going to have to do a custom Y pipe, but let me take you under and show you. Pretty good. Actually, this side's not too bad, but the problem is, alright, so here it is underneath the chassis, and that's pretty much where she's going to mount. So that is not going to work for ground clearance. It's just hanging way too low there, way too low. And then from this mount right here, you can kind of see it behind that pipe over there. And that bracket right there, well, as you can see, that cross member goes right through both pipes. I was hoping that these pipes would be up above that at this point. And then the transfer case mount or gearbox mount, that's fine if I got to redesign something, but with both of these cross members with the pipe completely in their way, once again I thought this would be up higher inside the chassis up here rather than hanging way down underneath here. Super disappointed. because I haven't seen the price for this thing yet from my supplier, but I don't think I really want to pay that much money for something that is absolutely not going to work, and then just to cut it up and pay a chunk more money to basically only use the pieces at the front and the pieces at the back, and then have something custom routed in between the two. That's just crazy. Unfortunately, that's a real bummer. So we'll move on and do something else Land Rover-ish today, and we'll see when I figure out what that is. Alrighty, so here we are, next project. I managed to find a bulb for the diff lock. Simply pull it out the back, I hope. Push it in. And twist. There we go. All right. Oh, hey! Diff lock light comes on. Diff lock light goes off. Diff lock light comes on. Fixed. Next. Figure out what that squeaky belt is, I think. Alright, so let's see what we're doing next. Alright, next on my list we're switching out the door handles for ones with locks, so that if I go to the mall, I can lock her up. Alright, out with the old. Then in with the new. Alright, here we are again. Take two on this. First time around I realized that two of the lock barrels, expensive Land Rover ones even, that came in Land Rover bags. Hi Timbit. Timbit would just like you to know how excited he is to be out playing outside here. Go get your toy. Go fetch. Fetch. So he's going to fetch his throw toy so I can keep him busy. we go. What was I saying? Those two mounting plates, the old handle. Yeah, the lock barrels, the pins were all falling out of them, so I had to take them back, get another set. That was good because I got a tricep, had 3 locks, 2 for the doors, 1 for the ignition, so they all match. And then also this locking set, being military, these door skins never came with locks, so in order to find out where this mounts in the door for the exterior trim, did I just go through this before TMPNET came? I went out to a friend's and we machined up a little center point there, so that will mount back in here. We'll screw it all up tight, and then we'll give the skin a little tap on the outside, leaving an indicator punch hole, a punch mark on the inside. Then we can drill through the hole that we need for the trim to mount in and it all to mount in. Clear as muddy water? Good. Alright. So, we even have the proper gaskets, which is good. Alright, then in here is where the lock is going to be. So, there we go. I can feel the little punch point. So we go back, take it back out. Alright. Point is still very nice. We'll keep that aside. Alright, and as you can see right there is the is our center point. Simply drill a hole through. Then we get a big hole saw, and I'm going to drill through from the other side just till we get that size there. It's a bloody big hole. One more. There we go, peeps. Look at that. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. Trim is in. All right. Then the next step is putting the lock barrel in. And as you can see, there's a little hole in there that it has to line up with. So that pin goes basically in the similar close spot to that hole, because if you ever want to remove this, you have to poke a little pin in here to pop this out. So it goes in just off, basically. And that way, I don't know if you can see it on camera, when you twist that to get right to the right point there, it all locks, stays in. Locks. Does it lock? I'm not sure if this is working properly. Anyway, we go. Alright, it appears to be user error. I had the catch in the open position, or unlocked, or door open position, but if we latch it into the captured door closed position, the key will then let me to go to full lock and then remove the key. It was simply user error. Alright, cool. Put it back in the full open unlocked, and now it should simply with the gasket back in. I think that's it. Alrighty guys, there we go. Adding key locks to a 101. Probably the same with a bunch of military series trucks as well. The same procedure applies. And that's it for this video. Just a few odd jobs. In the back we've got the camping setup, kitchen and bed pretty much set up, and one of the coming really soon videos will be out about camping with that setup. And don't forget to check out koalafarts.com. Koala Farts Eucalyptus Company, and not a sponsor, just my company. And we'll see you on the next one. Thanks very much for coming along.